What's up, YouTube? So today we're going to be doing a review on this Nitro RCX Rock Crawler. It's really good. I'll link it down in the description so you can get one. They're really nice. They're really, well, not exactly get one, but maybe check them out. They're really nice. They're like the best thing for the price. They're like $150, $160, I think, is what this one costs. And they're like really good for the price. So, I'll show you around this one. I'll show you some of the flaws. I'll show you stuff I really like about it. So, the first thing I really like about it is it's really reliable. I've only had two problems. One is my fault, and the other one was just a bad design. So, as you can see, like, right there, that's a steering servo. And, I drove it through water, and it's not waterproof, so it kind of just went out, so I had to replace that, but, you know, maybe I should have replaced it with a waterproof one, and then I can just still drive through water. Another bad design, there's only 3 bad design things I found in this one, and that is, see right there, see that plastic guard I attached onto the motor, right there, and that's, like, attached on with those cable, tie thingies, whatever they're called. Anyway, what happened was this shock was actually... Why won't the camera focus? There you go. This shock right here was actually bending in and running into where the wires are soldered to the motor, and it was kind of disconnecting the wires. So I decided to put a guard there so it wouldn't rub on them too much. That's just bad design. So now I'll get the remote. Okay, so this is the remote for it. It's just a standard Nitro RCX. You know, it's purple. It's got, like, the liftable antenna kind of thing. Lifts up. All the controls there. Hopefully you can see that. Then there's the buttons on the side right there. Then you just turn this, and it turns the car forward and backwards. All that stuff. Pretty simple. So, this is the battery. It's I think it's a 7.2 volt, I think it's just a simple battery. It's not like any of those fancy LiPo things. I don't like the LiPo batteries because they're really dangerous and stuff, and I don't really want a big dangerous battery. You know, it just uses this kind of connector, just a standard kind of connector, you know, all that stuff. I put tape around it because it was getting chewed up, but that's just something that kind of happens, but, yep. Okay. So something I did to this car was I had another 7.2 volt battery from a Traxxas, but the problem was it had a different connector on it. It had the Traxxas connector, so I just spliced that in, and now I can run both the 7.2 volt batteries. They're the same, so don't worry. It's not like it's gonna catch on fire or anything because they're the same voltage. Another really cool thing I like about this is that it's got like these lights all around it, these cool LED lights. They're pretty cool. Like, it's got motor on the axle, so that means, if you don't know what that means, it just means, see the motor? There's a motor on the front axle, a motor on the back axle, and they're high torque motors. They're not, like, fast or anything. This car only goes, like, I'd say maybe 1 mile an hour, not very fast. Maybe 2 miles an hour, who knows? But a motor on axles, that makes it more powerful because there's 2 motors, and there's no, like, drive shafts to brake and stuff, so, you know, that's always a better design in my opinion. The way, yeah, so, another thing, is how I review my cars, is that I review them, like, I look at what it's meant to do. Like, is it meant to go off-roading? Is it meant to race? And this car is a crawler, so I look at that and I say, is it good at what it's meant to do? And it's wonderful at what it's meant to do. It's got really soft tires, like extremely soft, like really squishy, and it can flex a lot like the suspension. So I'll hold this wheel down and turn it. Like, look at that. The back wheel is almost like straight up and down. That's how much flex it has, which I find amazing. How an RC car can have that much flex. It's really cool. It's got nice soft shocks. It's got everything that you really need. It's the best car. You should really go check one out. If you look there, it uses the same axle on the front as it does in the back. It's got these little things keeping it from turning. but you can take those off and you can go to Nitro RCX and find the parts and get the steering linkages and stuff, like the steering in the front and steering servos and stuff, and you can get rear steer and like a better remote, like more buttons, and you can get full rear steer on this car. It's amazing. I'm working on building my own rear steer on it. It's pretty cool. Little car. Well, it's actually not little. I think it's, I'd say 1/5 scale maybe. It does have beadlock wheels, which I find pretty cool. It's got a full like little bead around the outside, all bolted on. So I can just take the wheel off. Works really easy. Okay, so here I put tape around it. I'll take that off. Okay, so, oh gosh, I put a lot of tape on it to hold that pin in. That pin really does need to be held in though. Otherwise, I mean, this tape works very well. Okay, so I gotta get it in position where you can see. Okay, so you see that little black dot? That's a tiny little pin holding on the wheel. And you can't go like to a hardware store or a hobby shop. They won't have these. They're just way too small. You can't like shave down bolt or anything. On the other side, took a nail and bent it through, but every once in a while will just snap. These are like ultra high strength. Problem is where I live up in Vermont, and the parts warehouse for this company is in California. So when you want to get these little pins, they don't sell them by themselves. You have to buy this whole like these metal things too, and the pins. And that's like $20. No, it's only like $5.99 or something. But it's $20 to ship the whole thing. So it's not really worth it. So I just end up usually sticking nails through it before I got this. So I just put like duct tape or something around this wheel, and I got a lot of duct tape. So that works the best for me. So that will pretty much conclude today's video.
이러지도 못하는데 저러지도 못하네 그저 바라보며 baby baby 매일 상상만의 이름과 함께 스마일은 안내 baby 아직 그리 모르는